Ce soir j'ai reçu un appel, on m'invitait à prendre le large. Cette coquine que je désirais depuis le secondaire, s'il vous plaît, mais je savais pas trop quoi penser. C'est la liberté, ça me faisait peur. Ça me donne la frousse de tout quitter. Mais cette fille-là, je l'ai au cœur. Ta 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 ta, ta da da da, tu du du du. J'ai fait le tour de mon école. Je sais pas vraiment ce qui m'intéresse. Toujours assis sur mes deux fesses. Fait que je vais tout laisser tomber. Yeah, yeah. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. I'm doing well because I had a wonderful 3rd August 2025. Happy birthday, Mum. Mums, it's in 17 days. Beautiful sunrise, you're right. You know what's in 17 days? My mom's birthday. You know what's in 12 days? Lost is leaving the Netflix. I think you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna be doing much earlier Lost. Now we have a little bit of an issue. The phone is at 41%. So, oh, you're too hot. Shit. I hate you, dude. I hate you. You're too hot. This phone is too hot. Didn't warn me that it was too hot, which is a problem. Because how am I supposed to figure out that you're hot if you don't tell me so? I'm gonna do all of this. There you go. That's a perfection. That is a perfection. J'ai fait le tour du monde. Je sais pas vraiment ce qui m'intéresse. Toujours assis sur. Okay, making sure that it's working. Making sure that it's So the little bit problem that we have is we have 40% here and we have 24% here. There's no way. 34%. Okay, I thought so. I thought it was a bit weird. Now the cold pack is not that great. The sun just came up. That means that it'll be a bit warmer, but it's gorgeous. I don't know if you see it. It's actually quite nice. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, you can see it right away. We're not in the mood to film, but hey, hustlers gotta hustle. Look at this. How gorgeous it is. Beautiful. So, let's start. Yesterday we did number 11. So today I think it's right that we're doing 12. Got 39% left, which is about 20 minutes. I want to do at least 2 episodes. Can we do that together? We are watching a lot of Lost. We are 2 out of 2. Season 2, number 2. So let's continue with number 12 of season 1. Season 12 of number 1 is called Nazdrovya. The object of all desire. Jack, Kate, and Sawyer.
Good. Let's go. Right around here.
Yeah, I thought I would start this episode. Jack, Kate, and Sawyer are fighting because of they wrote it in French, bro. I don't know how to translate from French. Even though this video started from a video in French. This is not planned, but if it was, I'd be impressed myself. Of a suitcase could lead to some clues over Kate pass. Saeed asked Shannon to translate notes in French. So again, we know that Shannon had a little bit of a knowledge of French. So they took some paper from the French woman, which is Danielle, and we're going to be translating it. That's the main part of the show. We're seeing the flashback. Let's go with the flashbacks. So super simple. Again, those flashbacks are kind of meant to show just how bad Kate is. So the first thing we do is she's wearing a wig. She is kind of hiding her identity. She is taking advantage of the fact that a cleaning lady didn't close the door behind her. So just not some bad stuff, but not great stuff, questionable stuff at the very least. I think I'm gonna have to shit. That is not good. So then she goes to rob a bank, right? And then she rob a bank, and then she's surrounded with people. Now, the coolest thing with that is You actually think that, okay, Kate went really far. She's out there stealing banks. When in reality, she didn't steal a bank, she stole something. So, what is the difference between stealing something and stealing a bank? Stealing a bank would be stealing money. She stole a package that belonged to a friend of hers. So, it's complex because there you go, perfect. 30 minutes. I got 30 minutes of battery. So why aren't you working? Give me a sec, guys. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. My mind, those eyes, like funeral fire. I'm in a very good mood today. Very, very good mood. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna watch the flashbacks because I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. And they have a good reason because again Claire just got kidnapped, so this is kind of messed up. Okay, so yeah, it's just about stealing a bank. And it's kind of nice because, well, her stealing something from the bank isn't nice, but it's emotional attachment. So basically, what she does is she feels like she steals something that belongs to her. There's another episode where you see the mom, and she doesn't like Kate, and she's like, "Oh, help me," and then you think that's because she's a criminal, but then you realize why she did it. So yeah, Lost is so good. I fell in love back with Lost today. It was a bit boring because we're watching the same thing twice, 3 times. So that way, you guys get the best version, but at the same time, we're doing our best, right? So this whole episode is they go swimming, Kate and Sawyer. This is one of more moments of Kate and Sawyer, being like, I'm gonna speak in French today because I saw my father yesterday and we speak in French this morning. So, um, it's more about Kate and Sawyer. It's actually really cool because you see the chemistry that there's undeniable chemistry, and it's not even between the actors, it's between the characters. Like with Jack, you feel like Kate is moving forward. By the way, I rewatched some of the episodes. I gotta say, I misjudged Jack. Jack isn't a dick to Kate. He's just mistrusting. So yeah, so we have Jack and Saeed talking. Talking about what?
This water moving on the coast will make a difference. Make a difference to General Rose Inlet. I think you'll find people slightly wary of it, Mr. Gunner. I won't have to trace the gun.
So now that they know that they're in danger, when they know that they're in danger, they're gonna go into the cave. Everybody leaves the beach and everybody goes to the cave. Now, I'm not sure how. Fuck. See, that's the problem. I watched this today. No, it wasn't today, it was yesterday, and I already don't remember because I watched so much of it. I kind of have to take my time. What it would be the perfect thing is film for 3 hours, watch for 3 hours, and then film. Because that I don't remember a lot. So yeah, so they're leaving the beach because they don't feel like it's safe. We have Saeed and Shannon. They ask Shannon to help him with the notes. And this is the beginning of the relationship between Saeed and Shannon, which is kind of nice. Sawyer takes the wallet and he's like, "Yo, I need this. This is mine," because Kate wants something inside, and it's just out of curiosity. Sawyer feels very bored because he doesn't do much, so he reads a lot. And then when Kate shows interest, into Kate, because he shows interest to Kate and she shows interest to the mallet, he is interested by the mallet. So nothing great in this episode. We have her, that is, I don't remember her name. I'm so sorry. She is reconforting Charlie. So we learn that Charlie feels guilty about what happened and he blames himself and he just isolates himself, which is again a shame because Charlie is constantly stuck in between. I can do something and I cannot do anything. People are telling Sawyer like, "Yo, guess what? You're not gonna break the case. You have to apply pressure to it." And then Sawyer, he tried to apply pressure to it just for Kate to steal it. So it means a lot to Kate. However, and this is something that's really freaking cool. What is really freaking cool is that Sawyer, he wasn't in trouble to say, for example, I don't have the any letter of the girl. So people were asking him, do you have it? And he didn't say no. Kate, Sawyer says, if you tell me what's in the case, I'll give it to you. And Kate doesn't say. So by doing that, she's doing the same thing as Sawyer, which makes them kind of similar characters. Not in regard to how they think, but how they act. See, the most important thing, in my opinion, is intent. Action is right behind it. If two people are doing the action, and you don't know the intent, they're both guilty. If I told you Kate stole it from a bank, it didn't matter what she stole. She stole it from a bank, but then you learn that she has an attachment to the case, and that's why she stole it. In here we have a very very weird event. Saeed and Shannon talks, and again I'm telling you that this is the beginning of the friendship or the romance. It's not a weird thing. The weird thing in itself is she doesn't know a lot of French. However, the lyrics that are written on the what should I call it? Isn't that is written on the paper, Abby? Not afraid. I'm not afraid to take a step. Everybody, come shake my hand and walk this world together to the storm. She doesn't know what this lyrics means. However, she used to babysit this guy, and she was babysitting this kid. This was a French movie, and the French movie had this song in it. So this is once again a proof that everybody's on the island for a reason, you know. So I thought this was very very nice. I feel like I didn't watch this, even though we watched it yesterday, and that's kind of a shame because it's like I don't give a fuck, you know. We got Kate who asked help from Jack. So Kate, she knows that Sawyer has the case, but until he open it, he don't care. So Kate goes to Jack and say, "Hey, I need you to give me the key of what's inside." But she won't tell Jack what's inside, and he's like, "Yo, why are you not telling me? Why are you hiding from me?" See, the thing with Kate in this case is Jack that's right, because Jack kept the secret of her being a fugitive. Jack kept the secret of her being not a good person. They kept the secret. So even though she could tell him what's in the case, he wouldn't tell anybody, right? So now we have Charlie who's trying to help, and there's more moments. So this moment, which is super nice, is that he blames himself for Claire. She misses her husband, he misses his girlfriend. So they're both in pain and they both help each other, which is actually really nice. That legit scared me. What the fuck happened? We probably have it on camera too. See the sky, the sun? No, you don't see it, but it's gorgeous. The clouds are protecting it so you can look at it. That is nuts. So he goes in. Now we see more of the bank. Jack. Jack wants to. He goes back into the wallet of the marshal that had the key, and Kate steals the keys, and then he's like, "Yo, I don't care that you don't want me. I don't care that you're not gonna tell me what's inside the wallet or the mallet, but you just stole from me. You just lied to me." And then when she said, "Please, Jack," says, "Don't." So it's actually a really cool moment because he had a tolerance for bullshit, and she crosses it. He was able to help her more than, for example, and see, this is why I'm telling you guys that Sawyer, Kate, and Jack are important, because Sawyer was gonna ask. This is my perception. Sawyer didn't ask her what's inside the mallet. He asked her, but he wanted to open it itself because he knew that she wouldn't tell. He knew that she wouldn't say. Jack goes to Sawyer and say, "Hey, give me the mallet, bro," and Sawyer gave it to him. And you know what he says to Jack? "Whatever she told you, she lied to you, brother. You don't even like each other, but you're after the same girl." And Sawyer knows that she lies to him, she probably lied to Jack. So it's like, phone is too hot. Oh, yeah. I hate you. I hate you so much. Dude, wake me up. I hate you. Okay, so now this. So I'm gonna trade it. Oh, my niece is hurting for some reason. Yeah, but okay. Fuck. I said, there you go. Perfect. Okay. So yes, with Sawyer and Jack going after the same thing. I think Sawyer is able to handle more bullshit. I think Jack is too pure. Sawyer and Shannon are really working together. They find out that the paper together makes a map. See, the problem with the papers is it's coming from Daniels, so they don't know what it is, you know. So even then, Shannon. However, I have to give props to Shannon. I don't like the character. I think she's annoying. I think she's boring. I don't think she adds a lot to the show. She didn't judge the character for being crazy. She's the only one that didn't say She's the only one that didn't say, Daniel, you're fucking crazy. Which we just saw an episode of. Well, I'm not gonna tell it, but we just saw one of those episodes that did the complete opposite. And it's very refreshing to see that they treat Daniel as a character that's been on the island for 16 years and possibly alone for 15 of them. And she lost a baby, so she's a bit crazy, but who wouldn't be? Next we have, yeah, like I said, Jack doesn't want to hear from Kate. He's really mad at her. And then there's a plane, and he's like, "Where's it from?" And Kate tells him it's from a person that I love. See, she killed the man she loved, but she didn't kill him. See, that's also a problem, because by saying she killed him, people are gonna think that she killed him. She didn't kill him. It just happened to. It's so well written, but so poorly made. So, in this one, that's so tough. That is so tough. Saying that she killed the guy could lead to her being a killer, but she didn't kill the guy. So she loved the guy, and she did something wrong, and he went to help her, and then they shot at her. The police shot at her, and then they shot at him because he was in the car with her. She feels like she killed him, but she didn't kill him. However, by not saying that she didn't kill him, or he's dead because of me, Jack will say, "Oh, she's a killer." So I have to be careful with her. Now, as viewer, this is supposed. Lost has a lot of moments, and I noticed that after my second watch. Lost has a lot of moments that are quite. Oh, it happened for a certain reason. No, it happened because you need it to happen. As simple as that. Which I do find a bit problematic, because at the same time, you want to do something, that's fine. But at the same time, don't give me the excuses that, oh, it happens, and then technically speaking, we need it. There's a lot of plots. You know a plot hole? There's a lot of blocking the hole. So we have season 1, 13. Hart has his reason. When he learns that Boone wants to tell the secret to Shannon, Locke try to teach him a lesson. So the episode is a flashback of Boone's, and it's actually quite shitty. But when I say quite shitty, it is terrible. So basically, we learn how Boone is, and again, this is very poorly made. This is extremely poorly made. So we have this relationship that's going on between Boone and Shannon. Shannon, it starts with Boone being like, "Yo, Guess what? I love my sister, which is not a sister. They're not even related. So their parents got married when they were younger, which doesn't mean they're related, but they've been together for so long that's like their stepbrother and stepsister. Um, so later on in the season, I have to do it like that. We learned that um, the mom of Boone married the father of Shannon, and the father was rich, but the mom took everything. So Shannon felt like she deserved some, but she didn't get it. So Shannon calls, and she's like, and this is actually really shitty. She's such a shitty character. She calls Boone and said, "Hey, please come and get me. I'm so scared of this guy." And then you realize that the guy wasn't even violent. The guy was always there for the cash, and he was trying to get the cash from him. So they said because he knew that in the end, Boone would say how much it would cost me to make sure that you don't talk to her anymore. And he said $50,000. And then Boone takes it, and then he come back home to get Shannon. You see that the guy and her are kind of just chilling. Like, what's wrong? And then the guy is like, "Yo, she used you. She legit used you." Oh, by the way, last episode, I think I'm forgetting something. Kate did rob a bank with other people, but then the bank robbery doesn't go well, and the bank robber wants to shoot someone, and then Kate takes a gun to protect the innocent guy or the bank manager and say, "Hey, we said no violence," and then she shot its legs. So I thought that was kind of cool. So Shannon tried to rip him off for money, and then um, Boone was like, "Yo, this is not cool." Then goes to see Boone in his hotel room, and she's like, "He took the money," and they fuck. So yes, is Boone a bit odd for liking his stepsister? Absolutely. Is he led to believe that she likes him back? Yes, 100%, 120%. That is the problem. The problem in itself isn't that Boone is in love. The problem is that Shannon is leading him on, and Shannon being a shitty character. There's so many instances of her being shitty. For example, I'm gonna show you. Is that in this one or not? No, she's not in this one, right? Another in this one? I don't know. So we have more Shannon and Saeed. Saeed gives her a gift, which is I think it's shoes, but and she just likes it. It sucks because seeing Boone feels like it sucks. I wouldn't like to be Boone. Boone is a character that I love. Diamond from Vampire Diary. He's stuck between having a bigger mission, which is saving everybody from the island, which he thinks that John is the only one that can save them. Um, John is sort of a father figure to Boone. Um, so Boone thinks that he has to help John. He's the only one that knows the secrets. So he feels like he's losing Shannon by not being close enough to Shannon. But then again, he got some preference. He has to choose between the islands and between Shannon, and he chooses the island. So this is very, very noble. We got Jack and Hugo. So then we're missing food, and Early's talking about wanting to fish because he's very hungry. And then Jack tells him, "Yo, ask your Jin to help you out." And he's like, "No, Jin hates me since I refuse the food." Jin, again, I'm rewatching season 2, and oh my god, Jin is amazing. So that's kind of important because it's see, out of the character that everybody loves, Yugo's possibly the most popular characters on the island. The fact that Jin and him have a problem is weird. See, this is kind of the weird thing, right? You get along with everybody, but for some reason this person doesn't like you. So what you gonna do? So you're gonna try to get this person to like you, right? And that's what he does, which is kind of funny. um, we got Jack and Kate. Ooh, again, it's kind of nice because Jack and Kate are back on speaking term, but the relationship isn't the same. See, there's only so much. If I was Kate, I was like, "Yo, you never trust me, dude. What's wrong with you?" And if I was Jack, I was like, "Why aren't you letting me in?" You know, I'm the only one that cares about you here. We have Sun, who is super cool because she makes a garden. See, everybody makes. Okay, this is kind of important. Um, Everybody's hungry, right? Yugo wants to go for a fish. Sun will plant a garden. The garden will yield more results because, technically speaking, an island, I don't think it's going to be winter. So there's plants that actually plants will be good and good and good and good and good and good. But short term, the fish is better. So yes, there's survival, and everybody's starting to feel hungry. Um, that's important. We got Boone that's like, yo, we need to tell Shannon. She's asking me a lot of questions. And then Locke is like, you sure want to tell her? Are you sure that you want to tell her? You shouldn't tell her. And then Boone's like, no, we have to tell her. She'll know. She's smart. And it's kind of crazy because, okay, it's nuts. I'm gonna tell you a big spoiler. Boone tells Locke that Shannon is really special. There's something about her, she's really special. Everybody on the island is a bit special, right? Except for Boone. Why isn't Boone special? Because Boone is supposed to be sacrificed. That's the reason as to why. Which is kind of nuts. We have what else? We have Boone who is completely stuck. He's completely stuck because Lucky said, hey, you don't want to tell Shannon. Said when you have the resolve to tell Shannon, you'll be able to tell her. There's a cool scene. See, in this one, Boone goes to police. Tells them that, oh, the boyfriend of Shannon is abusing her. And you know what we see? We see freaking Sawyer. Now, it's even a cooler thing because Sawyer kicks a mug. And then the reference to kicking the mug is happening in a later episode. So I thought that was really nice. We have Yugo and Jin, who are actually kind of chill together. Yugo tell me, hey, take me off the fish. And just like, fuck no. You know? And then Yugo get hers. And he's like, please help me. And then Jin offers a peace offering, which is his original gift, and Yugo eat it. Therefore, him and Jin are cool. Now, see, this is a problem. I would say that myself, at this stage, and most people at this stage would pair Sun and Jin together, right? They're a couple, they're Korean, they're outsiders because they don't speak the language. Sun has made a lot of friends on the island because she's speaking English. Jin is still at step one. He's still at step one. You know, so it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. Saeed goes there. This is kind of a very important scene. Saeed is making. How can I say this? You see, it feels like I didn't see it. Saeed is making a homemade compass with what he learned, and then just like, yo, I know how to do it. And then they talk and they have this nice talk. And then Saeed's like, where's Boone? It's like, oh yeah, the boy's here to learn. Which again is John lying. So John lying is gonna be important in a future episode, which I think is in 2 or 3 episodes. And then John gives the compass to Saeed. And Saeed, what I absolutely adore is that you need that. Now, there's a possibility. There's 3 possibilities, okay? Either Saeed doesn't want to take something that John needs. It's plain and simple. Either Saeed thinks that John needs it more than he does, or he thinks that the camp needed it because John. Oh my god. What is Saeed doing in the wood? Nothing. What is John doing in the wood? Hunting for boar. What is more important? You're right. Okay? Cool. How much battery? 11%. Yeah. What does it do? 10%. So said you're gonna be finishing this episode and that's it? That's it? No, that's not it. 7.2, that's all I need. Okay. We get my battery charger, and I'm gonna put a cover on this. I like to do it up at 50% shit. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this episode, guys, and that's it. Sorry about that. Don't really have a choice. Don't really have a choice. Sorry, see 8%. And this one is at 14. God damn it, ink. So yeah, so Saeed giving the compass for John is kind of super important. We have more of Boone. Boone hallucinates that Shannon needs help, which push him to free himself. We got Saeed and Jack talking, saying, "Hey, Locke is weird, bro. He gave me this compass. That doesn't work." Now, the real reason as to why John gave the compass doesn't need it anymore. You understand the island, and later on, we discovered the island as a different magnetic field. And because the island has a different magnetic field, that's why the island is acting the way it's acting. What else? Got Jack and John talking. And it's super cool because Jack and John are the leader and they're so different. They don't talk a lot. We got Kate, who discovered that Sun speak English. How does she discover? Wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, Kate knows about Sun speaking English, so it's important because this is to, and the reason how I'm not gonna have enough batteries. 5%. Fuck. Sorry, guys. We're gonna go in, guys. No choice. So how we discovered that Sun speaking in English is because Kate made a joke and then Sun laughed, giving away the fact that she spoke in French, in English. Sorry. Bit stressed, to be honest, guys. A bit stressed. Fuck. I don't have time to do a lot. What's next? If I go to sleep at 8 o'clock, it's what? 8 plus 6 is 2 p.m. If I play Fortnite and then I do some clips, okay, that's good. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Cool. The phone is charging, that's good. So then we have a scene, like I said, John and Jack. And the coolest thing is, this is the first scene. The first scene is Jack and John. The second scene is Saeed and John, and both of them are questioning each other. They don't trust each other. Jack is questioning without questioning John, and John is like, "Yo, and then he feels weird about it. And then he asks Charlie, who's around, said, "Do you trust Locke?" It's that if I trust somebody, it's Locke. But then you see the fact that Jack right away he doesn't feel like he can trust John is super revealing. What's next? We got a huge moment. Michael finds his bag, and in it, he finds every single freaking letter he wrote to his son. So, Michael, the relationship between Michael and Walt is getting better, but it's at snail pace. So now, what happened is, with the letter, it could be better. It could be much, much, much better. Kate is worried about Sonny's relationship because she is lying to him. And she's like, there's no good lying. But at the same time, Kate is also lying to Jack and Sawyer, which are the two main relationships she could have on the island. I don't think she's going to be ending up with a third guy. Trust me. I've watched this show. I don't think so. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. There's others now, so who knows? So yeah. Now we have what else? We have they're joking together. It's pretty sweet. Jane comes in, give us a fish to Hugo, which is huge because he's like, yo, I can't trust you, you know? So that's pretty huge. What else? What else is there? What else is me? We got Boone and Shannon. Boone decided not to tell Shannon because I don't know. What is that? Okay. Oh yeah. No. Boone tells Shannon. I forgot that he told Shannon. And then they hear a sound. They run away. For Boone to find Shannon dead. But very, very dead. Very, very, very dead. You know? Which is weird because he goes for revenge. And he goes for revenge towards whom? Towards John. And he attacks John. And it's like, yo, what you saw wasn't real. There's no blood on you. So you see, he's like, trust me. This is kind of like a huge moment. I completely forgot about this, but it's a huge moment. So Boone see that Shannon is dead, and it makes him feel some type of way. And John is like, how did you feel when you saw her dead? It's like, I was relieved, bro. And because he was relieved, he felt like maybe he didn't need her as much as he did. And John tells him, you see, this is the island that's telling you that you don't need her. Once again, the island is in control. It's a super good episode. Once again, I've watched these yesterday. It's a bit harder for me to be in control or to be good at the recap, but that's pretty much it. So we're gonna stop here, and after that we're gonna be doing episode 14. Oh, we have a Michael episode. Oh, shit, that's super cool. Michael, what he found in his bag, he found every single letter. Imagine. Because at this point, why is that important? Because Walt never saw those letters. So I think that his father didn't care. But by showing all of these letters, you see that, okay, my father did care. That's why it's important.